A better future is waiting for you. But for this, first of all, get rid of your useless work and focus on doing the work that will help you move forward in your life. Stop crying and focus on what you can do and what is in your control. Happiness does not come by doing easy work, but comes after the achievement of a difficult work. Hello friends, welcome again to the BookTube. Today we are going to talk about the Power of Focus book, which is written by Jack Enfield and Mark Victor Hansen. So let's start this book with an animated video. A teacher shows a new technique to teach his student how to focus in life. He asked his student to tie a bandage on his eyes and aim, and by doing this, he missed his target. Then the teacher asked the student, "What do you think? Why did I ask you to tie a bandage and aim?" Then the student replied, "Do you want to teach us to aim at the target without seeing us?" Then his teacher replied, "Not at all. I want to teach you that if you want to be successful in your life, then never forget your target for this. You have to keep an eye on your target, otherwise you can miss a good opportunity in your life." The thing we focus on and feel in the true sense is the reason for being successful or unsuccessful in your life. And most people remain unsuccessful in their lives due to lack of focus, while successful people focus on the things that help them move forward. In this book, we will learn about the techniques to focus, which you can use to be successful in your life. To understand this book well, we are going to discuss it in 10 chapters. And before you get lost in the video, immediately like the video and subscribe to the channel. At the same time, this video can be a little long because we always try that there are no compromises on the content. So watch the video very carefully and watch it till the end. So let's start. First of all, let's know how your habits decide your future. You decide your future with your habits because the work you do in your daily life helps you move forward. If you are ready to get out of your comfort zone and work, then you can be successful in your life. Just have faith in yourself for this. Listen to your inner voice. Remember that there are better things in life and rewards are waiting for you. This happens only when you start working with focus. You can choose what you want to focus on. And it depends on your habits, so be aware of your habits because they decide your future. The continuously chosen options change in your habits, and the thing you repeat for a long time, you get used to doing it. Do you remember when you started driving for the first time? You must have had trouble in the beginning, but in the end it became easy because you made a habit of driving, although it takes 25 to 30 days to make a habit. But it is possible to reprogram yourself. You have options every time. Just use focused action, self-discipline, and a lot of energy to achieve things. People think that they can get rich easily, but this is not true at all, because there is no shortcut to be successful in life. You have to work continuously with time. Only then you can be successful in your life. And if you work continuously with bad habits, then it is obvious that you will be unsuccessful in your life. You get a lot of opportunities in life, but live every moment in such a way that it does not matter to you at all tomorrow. To achieve the power of focus, Jack Enfield advises to make 3 healthy habits. Take a deep and full sleep. Focus on increasing your knowledge. Keep the power to keep your ideas in front of everyone. Now, if you do not have these 3 healthy habits, then start working from today to make these habits. And with time, it will change into your good habits. And keep a goal to make at least 4 good habits every year. After 10 years, you will collect 40 new habits. And within 5 years, you will have a fulfilling relationship, healthy lifestyles, and financial abundance. Start with a habit at a time. Before starting, ask yourself what you do in your daily life. Is it good or bad? Will it lead you to success or failure? If your answer is no, then you can change your life by changing what you are doing. Just change your old habits with a new positive habit. The authors of this book advise to meditate every day to make good habits. Let's know how you can identify your bad habits. Whatever you do when you wake up, write it in a list. Now you will see which habits are unproductive or toxic. This will tell you what is stopping you from moving forward in life. Then change it with good habits and move forward in your life. If you can't identify your bad habits yourself, then ask a friend about the bad habits you have. Keep in mind that the environment around you affects your habits and your life. If you live with an offensive parent, then you have a lack of self-respect and you don't know your value. You constantly feel fear and don't trust yourself. Still, if you choose a new environment, you can bring positive change in your life. Now, to change your bad habits, you can find out about the techniques of successful people. If possible, watch their interviews or network with them. Along with this, you can also read the biographies of successful people. Finally, listen to non-fiction audiobooks. For this, you can watch the videos of our YouTube channel and you can also read them from our website. To make new positive habits along with this, follow these 3 simple steps. Monitor and identify your bad habits. Think about how your future will look like if these bad habits get stronger with time. Think about the long term, because the real effect will be in 10, 20, and even 30 years. Be honest and stop bothering yourself. Make a new successful habit. Be clear about the things that you want and identify which habits will take you there. To be successful in life, it is very important to have clarity, because what you clearly imagine and trust honestly becomes your reality. Make a plan. Start with a habit that you really want to change and prepare a plan to achieve your goal. Now, follow these steps and change your bad habits into good and positive habits. Let's start this chapter with a common problem in author entrepreneurship. An entrepreneur has many losses in the beginning of his enterprise. He does multitasking and never focuses. Whereas most entrepreneurs are controllers, delegation is not his strength. He's emotionally attached to his business. Now ask yourself, what is your strength? What do you do best? Once you recognize your strength, do what you do best and ignore everyone else. Spend most of your time doing what you do best every day, every week, and every month. Let others do what they do best. Recognize what your strongest point is, where you direct your energy and focus. It will be visible in your life. Keep practicing to achieve good results. Successful people are successful because they know their strength and weakness, and by focusing on their strength, they become successful in their life. Leonardo, or LeBron James, they all practice their game from childhood. They love what they do, and they kept getting better in return. Superstars work on their natural talent and sharpen their skills with daily discipline. However, most of us focus on correcting our weaknesses. It all starts with school. Maybe you were given an order to get good grades in math, but it was never your favorite subject. An American business coach, Dan Sullivan, says, if you spend a lot of time working on your weakness, you end up with a lot of weaknesses. So, instead of focusing on your weakness, focus on your strength and use your strength to be successful in your life. Focus on those things that you can do better in your life. Keep in mind that we can't make everyone happy, and it is important to focus. Daily discipline can lead you to great success. So if you don't have to tell anyone, say it. But do your work. Also ask yourself, what should I think about now? Am I going to be helpful to achieve my long-term goal? Now, learn to focus by examining these 3 areas. Yourself. Overcome your self-doubt and get out of your comfort zone and work. Other people. Be careful with those who want you to work on their priorities and decide your priorities yourself. Mail and telephone. Stop checking your phone every 2 minutes and keep your phone away from yourself while working. A better future is waiting for you. But for this, first of all, get rid of your useless work and focus on those things that will help you move forward in your life. Now the question is, Do you watch big movies? Clarity in life is the most important thing. If you don't know what you want to achieve in your life, it is obvious that you will not work to be successful in your life. So, first of all, get used at deciding goals. This can change your life a lot. You can make new goals. You can work on them. You can write plans. And you can decide the time limit. Keep in mind that your goals should be connected to your dreams, meaning work on those things that you want to achieve in your future life. Look at the big picture of your goals. If you want a better future, then clarity is important. Also, follow these steps, which can help you make a big picture. See if you are working on your dreams. After deciding this, what do you want? Know your reason. Make a motivational picture. When you see the picture of your goal, you start feeling it, and the things you can feel, your subconscious mind makes them come true. Capture your thoughts. Write inspirational ideas. Remember your dreams. Record your emotions. Visualize. Think. Mirror. And review. Find an advisor. This is the best way to gain more experience in a short time. Their experience will help you learn quickly. When you work on your goal, you can suddenly feel the excitement. Inspiration helps you achieve your work with this excitement. And with this, you can feel happiness in your life. Just start looking at the big picture of your goal from today. Now, let's know how to overcome failure. When we work on our goals, we often face some obstacles. In such a situation, when we face unfavorable conditions, we have two options: do nothing and hope that everything will be fine. Instead of being afraid of challenges, work full of challenges. Develop a champion mindset with this. Think big and focus on doing big. Successful people have big dreams and they decide big goals. Like someone else, they also have to face big obstacles, but they choose big goals to develop their skills and challenge themselves. So, start thinking like a champion. Stop complaining with it and find another way. Trust can help us overcome almost anything. Similarly, when you face problems, trust that your problems will be solved. Also, always be ready to move forward. Don't stop trying with your defeat. Have faith that you can move forward. You can be successful with your efforts. Just learn from your defeat and focus on moving forward. Now, let's know how to build good relationships. People with whom we have good relationships can take us to amazing opportunities. Our life can be seen in the form of a spiral. It is either a spiral upwards or downwards. The upward spiral shows the time when everything is going well. When you have good relationships, you feel good about yourself, and your confidence is high. And with your high confidence, you can achieve good results in your life. So, nurture, expand, and enrich your relationship until it becomes a long-term friendship or business relationship. The downward spiral shows when things start getting complicated. Life becomes difficult and stress increases. Challenges and difficulties come in the middle of your success. So find out the small reasons that have broken the relationship. By doing this, you can learn from what has happened and build a forward-focused, more mature long-term relationship with your partner and make your future relationship better. People who distract you from your goal, learn not to do such people and focus on your goal while staying away from them. True happiness in life comes from spending time with those people who continuously motivate, nurture, and fill your soul. Ask yourself these 3 questions to identify them. Do you like them? Do you trust them? Do you respect them? Remember that you are the average of those 5 people with whom you spend the most time. Whatever you do with all of it, being honest, you can do your work with positivity. Choose an advisor to help you move forward in your life. Think that you can do everything alone. or decide to help and work with other people, the decision to work with other people can be the best because you alone cannot be successful in your life. So use the knowledge of others to move forward. Advisors can change your life. They will help you to avoid those mistakes, which they did for their big experience. Just identify those important people in your life and focus on strengthening your relationship with them. Now let's know, what is this confidence factor? To move forward in life, confidence is most important. To increase your confidence, use these 6 ways. Whatever you did well, remember it, and remember it every day. Read the biographies of successful people. Be thankful. Be with successful people. Challenge yourself. And focus on winning the short-term goal. Do something good for yourself every week. With these 6 ways, have faith in your abilities. Do what you are good at to make it better. And when you suffer losses, accept that you are not performing well. Remind yourself of your past major achievements and go back to the important things. Focus on one goal. It will help you to move forward and fight other big challenges. Keep writing down your past achievements. Remember that you are a successful person. You just missed this time. Stop crying and focus on what you can do and what is in your control. Forget about the work you refuse to do. Try to force that work. And in this way, you can increase your confidence. Now it's time to ask yourself what you want. You must have seen children. They keep asking until they get what they want. But as we grow up, we stop doing that. It can be risky to ask for what you want. But if you keep asking, then you will definitely get what you want. Think of yourself as an investor in yourself living through life. If you have already been successful in living with whatever you have, still you have a lot to gain. Remember, you can't achieve anything without risk, so keep asking yourself until you achieve it. Most people are afraid of rejection. This is why they don't ask for what they want. They don't even try. And they already accept themselves, but instead of doing this, try to take a risk. As the saying goes, ask and you will be given. Just keep these 3 things in mind. Be clear about what you want, and just focus on what you want. Keep working to increase your confidence. Keep asking, ask creatively, ask honestly. Now, ask exactly as you expect to get it. Visualize what you want, assuming that you have already achieved what you want, which increases the possibility of achieving it. And finally, I'll ask someone who can give you that. Now we know how to maintain solidity. This is a habit that is in all successful people. Compatible and continuous work. For successful people, the most important thing is to tell about the benefits of solidity. Author Cal Ripken tells about his history. He was an expert baseball player. He was called the Iron Man of baseball because he always appeared in every match and always practiced solidity. Cal Ripken Jr., to balance the solidity, an employee who works 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, will need to work for 8 years, 1 month, and 20 days. And he should never get sick. His love for his practice, the feeling of responsibility, and the ethics of his strong work helped him become like this. This means that the work you love, do with responsibility and your ethics. You can be much better at that job. Just feel that whatever you do, it is based on your options. Life options, as we have learned earlier, you can choose your own options. When people say my boss troubles me, he actually chose to be angry. In reality, he is not forced to be upset, because he can choose a different response. This is what happens when we complain about our toxic relationship, or when we complain about our low-salary job, because you can clearly choose another job. So stop complaining today and choose better options for yourself. Along with this, to develop your integrity, keep these 3 things in mind. When you always speak the truth, people trust you. When you do what you say as promised, people respect you. When you make others feel special, people like you. Continuous practice of solidity completely depends on you. Just pay attention to choosing the right option. Now, let's understand how to take decisive action. Do you usually stop doing things? Today's Monday, and you know that you have to complete a report by the end of the week. But you wait for the last day, and when you do this, then obviously you lose a lot of work, and getting late with time becomes your habit. When you procrastinate, you are actually making your future poor. Most people live in an imaginary world. They call it, someday I will. They shout about things they don't have. They shout about things they don't have. Too many worriers, overthinkers, and they even end up doing nothing. Our spokesperson, Dr. Becky Theosparrow, discussed this topic further. 1. Boredom. Accept that you have grown up and ask yourself what, why, and how, and what kind of activity will give you more energy. 2. Being overwhelmed by work, keeping a lot of activities in mind, we easily get overwhelmed and instead of taking a small step, we like to do nothing. The work you are doing does not give you any excitement. If you are stuck in a boring job, then move ahead and do something else that you like to do. You are unfocused and get lost easily. When you face such a situation, imagine the negative result. Ask yourself, does your present work take you where you want to go? Do you want to live a life full of regrets? Why not inspire yourself? As Theodora Isaac Rubin said, happiness does not come by doing easy work, but after the achievement of a difficult work. Challenge yourself and set a time limit to do your work and complete your work. Now, if you want to take a big decision, then the TADR formula can help you in clarity. To some extent, it can also inspire you to focus. Think about every option. The more time you take to think, the better the result. Ask yourself again and again before taking an important decision, is it right to take this decision? Take a decision. Take a decision for yourself and stick to your decisions. Regulations, keep working to achieve your goals. Ask yourself what money means to you and start working to fulfill your dreams. Now you know how to stick to a purpose and work on it. The purpose of life is important. Here we will see how we can make a purpose so that whatever we do every day brings meaningful change in our life. To identify the purpose of your life, ask yourself 10 or 15 times, when did I feel the biggest happiness in my life? When was I the happiest? Remember, your purpose is that step that leads you to success. Start working on your goal and use the power of focus in your life. Thank you, friends. This summary ends here. Let's review the lessons learned. Change your bad habits into good and positive habits. Get rid of your useless work and focus on the things that will help you move forward in life. Start looking at the bigger picture of your goal. Learn from your failure and focus on moving forward in life. Have faith in your abilities. Ask yourself what you want. So, friends, we learned about the power of focus using which you can easily be successful in your life. If you also want to be successful in your life and bring big changes, then keep in mind all the important things mentioned in the book. If you also want to read our book summaries, then you can go to our website and read them in English as well as Hindi. You can also use the search to find any other book summary. Our book summaries are available on all podcast platforms, which has also received the award of India's Best Educational Podcast. So let's meet again with a better summary. Thank you.